Ma'am, hello. I'm sorry. I need to inform you of your COVID test results.
Oh, hi, here?
Yes, ma'am. I just received them, and this is where you are, so I brought them here. I'm going to have to confirm some information.
Okay, do we have to do this on air?
Yeah, it has to be on TV for HIPAA reasons. We either can't tell anybody or have to tell everybody. No middle ground.
Okay.
What?
Thank you.
John C., I'm really gonna need you to figure out your wife's situation. But first, do you accept this token?
This is crap!
Yes. Yes. 1,000 times yes. Thank you. I really thought it was gonna be Zeke.
I mean, I went to school in Staten Island, and all of our classes were to prepare us to be like firefighters or racist cops.
Oh, my.
George, you stay out of this. All right, need an answer, Pete.
I don't know. I mean, can I just give Trishelle $10,000 after the show? I mean, that would be easier.
It'll fall.
In love?
Go to hell. Go to hell, Josh. I'm serious. Okay, no. If I drop this heavy-ass metal ball, it'll drop.
It like it's hot?
Guys, if I let go of this thing, it'll smash.
That subscribe button?
That's enough!
Judge Janine, thank you for having me. My win in Virginia proves that people are deeply concerned about education.
And who are most of your voters?
People who didn't go to college.
Excellent. Now, critical race theory is something you talked about a lot. What is critical race theory?
Simple. It's what got me elected.
Right. But what isn't?
It's not important.
It's crazy, my lady. Thank you, my lady.
Do you want to take a gander? Drop your pantaloons, boys, show 'em.
Oi, Mumsy!
Oh, behold, the new King of England.
No. It takes more than that to win my heart. Farewell.
My grace, no one has more than that.
And you know who else is white? Bob the Builder built the wall, Trump 2024.
Wow, we found all the words, and that's bingo, baby. And live from New York, it's Saturday night.
So it was really fun to see Kristen host. Then Bill, then Andy, then Fred, then Kristen again, then Bill again, and then Jason. Seth Meyers, I mean, he's one of my best buds, but, come on. He wasn't...
My God. I mean, it is a good idea for a website.
They're even turning our most beloved heroes against us. I don't always get invaded, but when I do, I prefer Russia.
Not to mention this, why I gotta be Ukrainian when Russia 2 feet away?
A prisoner in Colorado who was convicted of crack possession is demanding a DNA test, claiming to be the biological son of Prince. Or, and hear me out, he's just a crackhead.
UFO enthusiasts have declared that Hillary Clinton is the first ET candidate after she pledged to release government files on UFOs and Area 51. Unfortunately, the aliens keep all their files on a private email server. The actor who provided the voice of the Lucky Charms leprechaun died this week at the age of 93 after his tumor turned out to be magically malignant.
I don't know what's wrong with that one. A 70-year-old woman in India has given birth to her first child. Doctors describe the birth as, quote, like pulling a penny out of a wad of gum.
I just love how much fun Sondland was having. I mean, look at his face. He's in court for one of the biggest political scandals of all time, and he looks like he just took a Molly suppository. How is he so relaxed in court? Meanwhile, every time a cop asks me my name, I get so nervous I can barely say Kenan Thompson.
Democratic Senator Joe Manchin, who wants you to keep the change, you filthy animal, said that he's very much torn about whether or not he will vote to remove Trump for office. Yeah, based on this photo, I don't think he's that torn. If you asked me to draw a Trump supporter from memory, this is what I would draw. His crowd knew the answer was toilets. And they were right, because then a second later, he renewed his strange feud with Flushing. Check this out.
10 times, right? 10 times. Wow, but not me, of course, not me. But him.
So some poor guy in his audience waited in line outdoors in Michigan in December to support the president. He gets inside, the president points at him and says, "This guy destroys toilets."
I don't know who's going to win the nomination, but watching white people fight over these old dudes is hilarious. I don't even care who wins, just as long as they beat Trump. I'm not even really a Democrat. I just vote not Republican. Democrats are like condoms to me. I mean, I'll use them because it's safer, I guess, but it doesn't feel good.
What always cheers me up, though? Exercising. Like one day I was doing a wall sit for a whole minute. I don't mean to brag. And then I sneezed like this. Now, all my gamers out there know what that sounds like, right? Link from Zelda. So I'm sitting there, legs on fire, sneezing like Link doing somersaults, just and then I peed a little. It happens, you know? It was funny. You should have been there.
Oh, yeah, no, it really bummed him. Don't worry, the president isn't trying to kill his supporters. He's actually succeeding at killing his supporters. According to a study, over 30,000 COVID cases and 700 deaths have been tied directly to Trump rallies. That means he's officially killed more people across the Midwest than Jeffrey Dahmer and John Wayne Gacy combined. Which is also kind of what Trump looks like. And personally, I also wouldn't have sprayed my own supporters with COVID at my rallies, but hey, that's just me. The most important thing about Donald Trump losing this election is that pretty soon we will never have to listen to Donald Trump again.
Insiders are saying that Attorney General and all grown-up Eric Cartman, Bill Barr, William Barr is considering resigning after a contentious meeting with President Trump, because if there's one thing Bill Barr won't stand for, it's more than a few minutes at a time. Jeff Bezos announced that he is stepping down as CEO of Amazon later this year. "I'd just like to finally spend some time with my family," said Amazon workers.
My Pillow CEO Mike Lindell released a 3-hour movie which he claims will 100% show that China and other countries stole the election from Donald Trump. Even worse, Lindell plays the part of Xi Jinping. You've only been in office a few weeks and you've already making a lot of news.
I know. You know what? They're calling me Congress's new it girl.
Oh, it like the new thing?
No, it like the evil clown that preys on children.
Oh, yeah. Well, why did you put up that sign outside your office?
Because we have to trust the science, Colin. You know me, I'm a science person. I love science. I'm always talking science, okay?
Speaking of, Donald Trump and Melania Trump have launched a website dedicated to, quote, preserving the magnificent legacy of the Trump administration. And it will honor the most lasting part of Trump's legacy by giving your computer an uncontrollable virus. All right. So, Leslie, why do you like being single?
Well, at this point, I don't like it so much as I'm used to it. You know what I mean? It's hard to date now. Remember back in the day when the only question you had to ask a man was, "Are you single?" Now it's a whole interview. Are you single? Are you on drugs? Are you gay? Are you sure?
Well, what about if I'm in the club?
Well, you definitely can't say in the club.
Why not?
Because I know the place you're talking about, and it's a Dave & Buster's.
I just feel like I can't say anything, and you can say everything.
There's things I can't say, like toodaloo. Or skinny macchiato. Or thank you for your help, officer. Supreme Court declined a rule on the issue of same-sex marriage, it is now legal in 30 states. I'm happy for same-sex couples, but I feel bad for a group of people that still get ignored in this country, and that's gay dudes who really, really don't want to get married and had a really good excuse not to for so long. I know there's some deadbeat gay boyfriends out there like, yo, Carl, you know I want to marry you.
An Illinois woman has purchased 52 boxes of a pumpkin spice latte mix, which is enough to last an entire year. And no need to Google it, she's white.
A school employee in Texas was arrested after he allegedly brought brass knuckles and a meth pipe to school. In his defense, he was planning on teaching someone a lesson. All right, so you were both arrested together on this?
Excuse me, is that even a question? I climb up on this scary man's back and ride him around like Yoda rode on Mr. Luke Skywalker. You feel what I'm saying, Pippin?
I would love to see that. But tell me what happened, like with the photographer. Is this for real?
Nah, you know what I'm saying? It was like barely an altercation. I mean, I was only shot 5 times.
And you know what? When we first start dating y'all, we don't even know what we taking inside of us anyway. We gotta be ready for whatever penis you bring to the house. We don't know if it's long, short, wide, skinny, bumpy, scratchy, smooth, crooked. We don't know which one of the 7 dwarfs you gonna bring to the house.
Family in Florida was sickened recently after buying steaks from Walmart that were allegedly laced with LSD. They described them as the best tasting steaks their ears had ever seen.
The restroom at a Pennsylvania's Longwood Gardens, which is built into a wall of plants, has been named America's best restroom. It was also named America's most disgusting garden.
Well, however open you thought I was, triple it. But what I found out, people, is that black people, they don't need to do mushrooms. It's not for us.
Also, you don't have to use torture to get people to admit stuff. Just get them really drunk and log them into Facebook. It worked on my ex. That's how I found out my son's real father is a Denver Nugget. Hey, but I still love you, little JaVale McGee Jr.